Thanks, guys. Now, here's a story you don't hear every day. A 36-year-old man named Jeff Bush from Sefner, Florida, was killed on Thursday night after his entire room collapsed into a sinkhole. As food, housing, and gas prices go up, the people of Hamden must learn to live in moderation. Reporting from Hamden, Connecticut, this is Sam Catapano. A staffer with CPR training at an elderly home in Bakersfield, California, refused to perform the procedure on a resident who had collapsed and stopped breathing. For students who are dealing with depression, counselors and psychiatrists are available at the Quinnipiac Health and Wellness Center. Buzz developing around this story, literally. After 17 years of living underground, cicadas are set to invade the East Coast. The problem in Hamden? Poor road conditions and worse drivers. Reporting for WJRN 291, Sam Catapano. Now, QNN is just getting breaking news that Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez has died from cancer. He's been battling cancer since 2011, and he was 58 years old. That's all I have for today. Back to you guys. Going to college is a unique point in time for young adults. They are forced to be independent and take on extreme changes in their surroundings. However, these various changes can cause depression, the most common mental health issue among college students. According to a recent National Alliance on Mental Illness survey, out of the 16 million young adults who attend college, 10% of the students have been diagnosed with depression. And 75% of college students do not seek help for mental health problems. For students who are dealing with depression, counselors and psychiatrists are available at the Quinnipiac Health and Wellness Center. Assistant Professor of Management David Tomchek hosted a reflective yoga and hike activity titled Failure as a Key to Success at Sleeping Giant Mountain. The hike and yoga is meant to help students view their failures as ways to become successful in life.
So the goal of the hike and yoga is to get people to reflect on some aspect of their life. In this case, we were looking at failure and how you can use failure to get to successful outcomes in your life.
They use the physical activity of yoga to center themselves and help clear their mind. Antidepressants and psychotherapy are the most common treatments for depression, and it is often recommended that people use a combination of both. Sam Catapano, QNN. In the town of Hamden, Connecticut, the prices of food, housing, and gas have all gone up significantly, leaving many residents agitated.
I think it sucks. Like, how is it so cheap in Jersey while it's so much more expensive here and they don't even pump their own gas?
The price of gas has already reached over $4 per gallon in Hamden.
It's definitely higher here than in Milford. I got gas for $3.97 in Milford a week ago.
I think it's out of sight. If it goes over $5, it's, I don't think the people will tolerate that.
Food markets like Stop and Shop claim low prices. However, some residents think otherwise.
They've escalated quite substantially.
The prices of everyday food items such as bread, milk, eggs, meats, and butter have gone up substantially. Compared to the rest of the country, Hamden's cost of living and utilities average are 20% higher than the national average, forcing residents to spend more money on water, gas, and electricity. Professor David Tomchek of Quinnipiac University explains the Consumer Price Index and how that affects the cost of living.
A couple of different items that tend to cluster together. So when people move into a given area, they start buying certain commodities. So groceries usually go up, but gas prices can also be connected to that because as more people are trying to buy gas, the amount that's available to everyone decreases, which causes scarcity, and that causes the price to increase.
As food, housing, and gas prices go up, the people of Hamden must learn to live in moderation. Reporting from Hamden, Connecticut, this is Sam Catapano. At the picnic grounds in Portland, Connecticut, the sound of bagpipes can be heard playing. However, it isn't St. Patrick's Day, but St. Baldrick's Day.
You got it, guys.
St. Baldrick's is a foundation dedicated to conquering children's cancer. They raise money and donate hair of volunteers who get their hair cut. People from all over the state have come to donate their money and hair and to show their support for the fight against cancer. Flannery Keenan, a sophomore at Mercy High School, raised over $1,800 in donations. Today, however, she's donating more than just money. She's donating her hair, and a whole lot of it too.
I just really love kids, and I know how hard it is to have cancer. One of my friends had cancer when she was little. I raised $1,800. And how hard it is to, lose your hair when you're little, and I thought it would be nice to let them have some company of bald people.
This St. Baldrick's alone has raised over $21,000.
It's indicative of the fact that everybody wants to see us look really ugly and bald. But the reality, I think, is that everybody knows somebody affected.
We got to do it more than once. We got to keep doing it now.
People like Flannery and dozens of other volunteers are donating their money and hair to help fight children's cancer. Reporting live from Portland, Connecticut, this is Sam Catapano shaving off. From Belmont and Treadwell to dozens of other streets in Hampton, there have been reports of blown stop signs, excessive speeding, and poor road conditions. Some people say the drivers are to blame.
I think that the drivers in Hampton are unaware of their surroundings sometimes, especially around this area, Dixwell, Whitney Ave. It's really difficult to get around.
From speeding
Oh, absolutely, all the time.
to blown stop signs.
I guess you could call it like the rolling stop. They don't actually do a full stop. They kind of just know it's approaching.
Although traffic, busy intersections, and construction play a factor, residents feel the drivers are the ones that need to get their act together.
Connecticut drivers as a whole, they're not very good. Late at night, they drive with their high beams on, and you can't really see. They're always all over the road. They're always crossing the double yellow line. You're not supposed to do that.
Poor road conditions are another issue that needs to be fixed.
We got a lot of potholes. It's kind of bumpy coming in.
Residents also admit their faults.
There's a couple stop signs around here. Usually you just blow right through. The cops are pretty good about catching those if you go through them.
The problem in Hampden? Poor road conditions and worse drivers. Reporting for WJRN 291, Sam Catapano.